Build cabins, huh? Bullets and slashings and stabbings, huh?
What up? It's Bill Cabins. I'm bringing y'all another video today. So we got CJ So Cool Mom and one of her supporters talking about my reaction video that I made yesterday to them. You know, saying that I'm wrong. Like what they say. I don't know who Reeve is, eh? Like I don't talk and taste my tongue. But let's get into the reaction video.
I watched the video today, okay? And I was told I was all wrong. Everything, I watched the video. I was in the video. Mind y'all, I was in the video. But I was told that I ain't know the whole ordeal about the video.
Hold on, what happened to Lisa?
Oh, she, I guess it kicked her out. She'll pop back in.
Okay. All right, what happened?
But it was us with Lawsuit Jerry. Lawsuit Jerry, the whole time we were on that panel, we all were having problems where we couldn't hear. It was freezing up on us and echoing. And Jerry couldn't hear. We kept trying to talk to him and he couldn't hardly hear us because his internet was bouncing back and forth. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. He couldn't.
I don't care what they talking about. I know how Jerry acts. There are times where Jerry pretends like he does not hear me, and he does. Let's get that under control. So, I mean, they could say that Jerry couldn't hear, but it conveniently went out every time Michelle asked him a question. Let's get that understood right now. So, they could say that Jerry didn't hear. In my heart to hearts, I think Jerry heard exactly what was being said, but I'll let them continue.
Hear nothing. And we kept saying, he can't hear us. His internet is still buffering. So, on the video, it said Lawsuit Jerry was really ignoring us and not trying to answer your questions. But he didn't hear us. He said it in the beginning he couldn't hear, and we couldn't hear him. Okay?
Right.
And then
In the garage or something, he said.
Yeah. Okay. So I told the person, I said,
and here's the thing too, like, you know, how's the saying go? You know, the older the moon, the brighter, or something like that. You know, at the end of the day, I gotta respect my elders. You know, so I'm gonna respect my elders. You know, these people are, you know, twice my age, 3 times my age. You know, these people are old enough to be my grandmother and mother. So I'm never going to disrespect them. But, you know, I have my personal opinion of what I think happened. And they got their personal opinion. Like, I went back and forth with, I guess, Sophie, I guess, or whatever her name is, right? And I told her exactly how I felt. But, you know, she had to get the last word. So I just left it alone. You know, some people, you just got to let them get off of whatever they talking about, because they won't even agree to disagree. You know, they'll keep going until they felt like they right. So at that point, you know, I just stopped talking. It's that simple.
oh, that whole thing you're saying is false because it was something going on with his internet. But here's a funny thing. What is your name? Miss Brady, what is your real name?
Reevy. What? I mean, all of it's my real name.
Okay, I know. What is your whole name?
Reevy Michelle Brady.
Okay. Well, in the video, the man says that Reevy went and told Michelle not to do a video of him with him, not to do an interview with him because
I told them during the video, I said the wrong name. There was a person in her section that was going between me and Caps live, reiterating what I was saying in Caps live to going back to Michelle's live, saying what I was saying. I said the wrong name. My bad. I said Reevy instead. what y'all want me to do? I said in the video, I said the wrong name. So the fact that they taking this and running with it is insane.
He was on the panel with Cap. He was doing an interview with Cap. Reeve told him that. Reeve told you that.
Reeve came and told Michelle.
See, this remind me of when you say something and then you say the wrong name and then you correct yourself and then people still run with it. I said, if you go back to my video, I said, I don't know who the name is. It might be Reeve or whatever. I said the wrong name. But as you can see, if I make a mistake in my English vocabulary, right, they take it and run with it. I said during the video, I said the wrong name. That's like anybody making a common mistake and saying the wrong name, and then before you can even correct yourself, they'll be like, "Oh, no, you said this name," and and they'll make a whole story out of it. So I don't get it.
Yeah, Reeve came and told Michelle.
Personalities. Damn.
Crazy. Oh my God. Well, wow. What did you do? Get in the mirror and say, "Hey, he's doing a video with Cap."
Now I know I be talking to myself, but damn, when I got cameras around here or something, look.
Yeah, you told, but I gotta say this. This is how you know people just don't tell the truth. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I had to go look at the video to understand, see where who Reeve was. Wasn't no Reeve. Okay, wasn't no Reeve over there, but
they still trying to draw out me saying somebody's name. They still trying to do that.
Cap kept calling you Reeve. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this person act like he never heard who Reeve was, but the whole interview.
I don't have to act. When Cap talk about Reeve, I don't remember half the stuff he be saying about, like, I didn't have it click, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't pay attention to Mama So Cool like that, you know. I just started paying attention when Jerry hopped on there. You know, I never really watched what Cap did as far as Michelle. You know, I be hearing things, but I really don't be paying attention. And that's the truth. I don't need to lie. If I knew who Reeve was, then I wouldn't have said it in my video. It's that simple. Like, I don't understand why when people think that you talk about them, now all of a sudden you know everything about them. I don't. You know, I've been on YouTube for like a year. This is my first time mentioning, within this last week, mentioning, Michelle, aka Reeve. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that all of a sudden I'm supposed to know what is going on and all of that BS, I don't get it. But let's continue.
View was Reeve this, Reeve that, Reeve this, Reeve that. But you saying Reeve told Michelle. Didn't you realize
How does that work?
this man was saying that Reeve was Michelle?
So the individual that said it don't know that Reeve and Michelle is the same person?
Yeah, that's what he act like. But it was told to him that Reeve, you and him had you and Cap had a issue. Y'all didn't get along.
Wait a minute.
He was telling that person.
Oh no, Reeve don't get along with Cap? Or
Well, this is what I'm talking about. They still on this. I already corrected myself in the comment section. I already corrected myself during the video while I was making the video. But they making this whole little me mispronouncing, thinking Reeve was somebody else or whatever the case may be, into something else. And they still running with it. We, 4 minutes into this?
Michelle don't get along with Cap. Reeve don't get along.
Because you know they never call you Michelle. They
Right.
only call you Reeve.
Right.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out how he didn't hear the name Reeve. Okay, and he didn't put two and two together that Reeve is Michelle.
Now, with that being said, I watch multiple different YouTube channels, right? I don't pay attention to everything. You know, I got a life outside of YouTube. You know, I'm in different people's lives all the time. You know what I'm saying? So if I confuse a name, I'm not perfect. So I might get one name wrong or something like that. But I always take responsibility for me getting something wrong. But when I said Revi, there was somebody in her comment section that was going back and telling Michelle what I was saying in Caps Live. I just mistook that as Revi. So it was that simple. It was nothing else. Yes, do I make mistakes? Yes, I'm saying I said the wrong name, but they're making it into something else. At the end of the day, somebody from that was a supporter on her live went and saw my comments in Cap's section and then went back and tried to tell her things. Point, period. That's it. So
Beefy and Michelle are the same person.
Right. Mm-hmm. Then I tried to be nice about it, and then I got checked. So, tried to check me, okay? Telling me...
It sounds just like my grandmother or just like my great aunts, man. Like, I can't go back and forth with these women, man.
I didn't know nothing that was going on with you and him's deal, and everything happened before then, so I had to put it in a role for him, okay? Mm-hmm. So I told him, I said, well, let me break it down on how I knew it to be told, okay? I said, well, she asked Lawsuit Jerry if she should do the interview with you. And she asked about the paying part, and Lawsuit Jerry said he did it for free. I said, so Revi was, I didn't say Revi, I said Michelle. Michelle was going to switch up and go ahead and do it for free so that you couldn't.
This, I don't know where she's getting this from. This was never told to me. None of this that she's saying at this moment, I knew of. So the fact that she's saying these things is insane to me.
Ask questions about her son. Mm-hmm. So she was going to do a free interview. I said, and then he said, how do you know that? You weren't in the conversation. I said, I was on the phone. Mm-hmm. I said, the morning after, she was like, my man is not doing so good, so I can't do both. I can't do the interview and get on my live stream and go to work. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to not do his interview at this moment until Carlos gets better. And then I'll go back and do his interview. I'm going to send him a nice, respectful letter and tell him I'll do it at a later date. Mm-hmm. So I said, she sent you a nice message. I was right there because she didn't know what to do because she had so much on her plate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I said, so she did that. I said, but you're telling me I didn't know none of this. I said, but you're sitting here making her look like she was something wrong and she was doing it, not want to do nothing, no interview with you because of Cap. And
so here's the problem. If you look at the title of my video, what does it say? I never said she did this or did that. All I said in the title was she simply denied the interview. But y'all not keeping it real. This is the part where y'all not keeping it real on. There's no point of doing an interview. Like, this is no knock to nobody, right? Michelle is known as CJ So Cool's mom. There's no point of me paying her for an interview if we're not going to talk about CJ So Cool, if we're not going to talk about something that's relevant to me making my money back. Well, me posting the video and me making my money back. Granted, some people might want to know about, her personal life and stuff like that. But the meat and potatoes of the situation is CJ So Cool. So, it's like, do a free interview. I ask you safe questions, right? Because it's free. If I'm paying you for an interview, I'm going to ask you everything under the sun because I'm paying for the interview. So therefore, I need to recoup my money back. It's that simple.
It's a big issue, but because I said decline, I had to decline. Yeah.
Yeah. I said no, and it was not that. It was her man comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has.
All this extra stuff that she's talking about, I don't know what Michelle got going on. None of this stuff was told to me. This is what's in this lady's head, and I guess I'm supposed to know this. How? I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to know all of this already without this being told to me.
Work, and then he said, well, she was on a 5-hour live stream. I said, and getting paid.
I'm getting
She
paid.
was not going to get paid for your interview. She has bills. She was
Right.
going to do yours, but she did the paid video to pay her bills.
Now, the fact that people that don't have YouTube channels and not monetized on YouTube trying to tell me how much money, let's be honest, man, because I don't know, a lot of people be capping on this platform. When you monetized on YouTube, you can kind of gauge what people make on YouTube. So I highly doubt, I'm not saying this is facts, but I highly doubt that Michelle would have made more money from doing the 5-hour live than I was going to pay her for the interview. Let's get the facts straight, right? So that's no knock to anybody, but when you've been on this platform and you're monetized, you know what is paid out to certain individuals. So the fact that she's saying that is crazy. I'm not tripping over the interview or whatever, but they're trying to make it seem like that doing a live was going to be a significant amount of, a significant amount of money more than what I was going to pay her for an interview, which it's not. If we're keeping it real, it's not. So.
Right.
I said, so what was the issue? I said, see, by being respectful, she sent you a respectful letter. By her being respectful, I think this is how you get treated, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't treat Michelle any type of way. If you go to our text, I said, whatever she said to me, I said, no problem. It is what it is. And then I made a video about it. I did not diss Michelle. I didn't say anything bad about her. I didn't say anything bad about her sons, really, other than, some of them are delusional. But other than that, nothing else was said.
I said, I don't like it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he responded that, but if you're in the little bushes out there,
Mm-hmm.
you can come up here because I just explained it how I explained it to you, and you said I didn't know nothing.
If he's in the bushes, you might as well come on out.
Right, because
Man, Bill Cavins ain't never in the bushes. But I'm not going to argue with my elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. This is not my sector. I was just speaking on it. And the only reason why I spoke on this is because Lawsuit Jerry was involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came to. But, that's all it is. This probably be the last time I'm talking about them because they, on their side, they got some petty individuals. Like, you can talk for days and they still want to go back and forth with you. So
I told you exactly what happened. She was nice. I told him, I said, she was very respectful and nice to you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, she didn't want to answer no questions about her son. It was not about her son. It was about her. If you want to interview with CJ, you go over there to CJ's 9 million, almost 10 million subscriber page and ask CJ. There's a line. There's a line of people.
Man, if there's a line of people, then how am I going to interview CJ? If my channel is at, almost 5,000 views, and you got all these bigger channels that has hundreds of thousands of subs, and they want to interview CJ, and CJ's not even doing their interviews, what make you think he going to do mine? You got to work your way up. Why would I go and wait in a whole line of people, like you say, and when I can go interview somebody else? That doesn't make no sense. Does that mean I'm just supposed to wait in the line and wait months for an interview? Like, I don't get what you're saying.
Over there waiting for an interview.
Stand in line.
But CJ is going to want big bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Big bucks.
Yeah.
Not no $100. He want a big buck.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So you had a free opportunity right here. and you wanted to discredit her, and that wasn't right. And I didn't think that was right.
It's not. It's not.
Nobody discredited her. I don't know what all this extra sensual. I don't even know what to say. Like all this extra stuff that she added to it to make the story seem more than what it is not more than what it is. You know, I asked for an interview. The interview, she said she'll think about it. She asked Lawsuit Jerry about it. Lawsuit Jerry said to do it. She came back to me and said, hey, I'll do the interview if you do this, or I'll do the interview, or I can't do the interview because of this. And then I said, okay. And then she hit me back saying, you know, I don't want to do the interview at this time. And then I said, no problem. And then I make a video saying CJ So Cool denies the interview. It's that simple. It's nothing more, nothing less. But, you know, you have people like this that like to dramatize it. You know, it's not anything extra than what it was. And then that was it.
She didn't do nothing to you. She didn't say nothing to you about nothing. She and he said me and Naya were the only one, the realest two on the panel. And
yeah, and I meant that at that moment. What they were saying, yeah, I meant that. So, but there's still certain things that I don't agree with. You know, yeah, it's just certain things I don't agree with, like that whole Lawsuit Jerry thing. Not hearing I don't agree with that. I don't believe that. So,
I told you I'm gonna keep it real with you, just like Naya will. She didn't say nothing about you that was bad. She didn't know who you were. So she asked questions like a real person would do. She did some research. And that's what you do in this YouTube thing. That's why y'all keep getting it wrong, because y'all not doing research.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we just going to end it right there. Get in my comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Hopefully y'all see where I'm coming from, but I made a mistake on the name and then they go and run with it. So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But this is the last time I'm gonna be talking about it. Like I said, I only brought them up because Lawsuit Jerry was involved in it, and I was trying to see, you know, where Lawsuit Jerry was coming from with a lot of his things. So that's the only reason why I tuned in to Michelle in the first place. And then I was thinking in my head, like, why not interview Michelle? And it was that simple. Nothing else to it. Nothing that she's trying to say, all this dramatization of the situation, it wasn't that serious. So get in my comment section. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.